5 square power 3 means that 5 square multiplied 3 times. And multiplication of index with the same base, you can add up their power. So 2 plus 2 plus 2. And 2 plus 2 plus 2 means that it's 3 times of 2, which is 2 times 3. And this is equals to 5 to the power of 6. So a lot of indices states that an index that is raised to a power, you can multiply their power. Give you an example question. Negative b power 7 to the power of 3. This is equals to negative b 7 multiplied with 3, which is 21. Give you another example. 7 power 7 cubed, a to the power 5 and power 4, because this is in a bracket, so everything inside the bracket have to multiply with 4. So it's 3 multiplied with 4, and then a to the power 5 multiplied with 4, which is equals to 7 to the power of 12, a to the power of 20. Okay, let's see other examples for question A. So for this question, you can see the whole thing is bracket. The whole thing have to power 6, meaning that including the number have to be power 6. So this is equals to negative 3 have to power 6, and a power 5 and power 6, meaning that you can multiply it together. And this b to the power 4, you also can multiply it with 6. After that, you simplify it. So negative 3 to the power 6 is equals to 729. And a to the power of 30 b over b to the power of 24. Okay, let's see question B. This is a division question. Division between index and then index number. Okay, for that, this also the whole things have to power 3, meaning that 4 to the power 2 and power 3. So 2 and multiply with 3, and 6 to the power 3 multiply with 3, and then divided. You copy down the same thing because you haven't done anything. And after that, you simplify it. Simplify it meaning that you multiply it together. 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. And the next step, for the same base, so the base of 4, so the power you can just minus it. So 6 minus 2, and this for the same base as well, 6, and you can minus their power, 9 minus 3, and you simplify it. It will be equals to 4 to the power of 4 over 6 to the power of 6. Let's see next example. This is a multiplication between index number. The concept is still the same. So for the first step, you can simplify it. Simplify this first. So meaning that the whole thing inside the bracket have to power 2. So including the number, so the number 5 power 2, and x power 2, and y power 4 and power 2. So power and power you can multiply it. So 4 times 2. And the remaining will be the same thing because you haven't done anything, and you copy it down. And next step, you can do grouping. Means that you group the numbers together, and the terms with the same base together. So first thing, you simplify it, and then you do a grouping. So the grouping, the numbers, group it together. 25, because 5 power 2 is 25. So you group it together, and then group the terms x. The same terms, group it together, and the same base, not the same term, is the same base x, and the same base y. group it together. After that, you simplify it. So simplify it. This is a number. You can use your calculator to calculate out the number. And then for this, you simplify it for the same base. If it is multiplication, you can add up. Okay, add up their power, 2 plus 10, and for division of the same base, you can minus it. So 2 plus 10 minus 4. And for y, for the base of y, so for the multiplication between the same base, the power you can add up. So 8 plus 1, and divide meaning that you minus the power, minus 6. And you simplify it. This is equals to 10 x to the power of 8 and y to the power of 3.